Well, hello once again, and welcome back to All Stories Matter. This is a Joy on Life's Journey production. I'm your host, Marvinetta Woodley Penn, or Marvinetta Penn, or simply Marvinetta, whichever you prefer. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good late evening, depending on when you're watching this podcast. I am so happy to be back in studio. It's been a while, and I have three amazing guests that I cannot wait to get into their stories. I saw this young lady. She's been on the show before, and I saw her at an event, and we were talking. One thing led to another. She starts telling me about her daughter, I think it was, all the amazing things she was doing. I'm like, I want to hear your story. I want to learn more about your story. She's like, well, not only do I have a story, but I have a friend with a story. I have a sister with a story. I want to hear all those stories. You know, on this channel, on this podcast, we look at all stories because your story matters. All stories matter. We were just talking before we started rolling the camera that people used to write letters. People kept journals. And so when historians go back to tell the story of a time, they look at people's journals. They look at the letters to see what was on their mind, how they communicated. They're not going to look at tweets. Well, some tweets they might look at. But I don't know if an emoji can capture how you're really feeling. And I don't know if we really censor ourselves when we write on Facebook. Do we get the shadows or whatever they call them, the filters? Is that really you? But when we have conversation and when we write authentically in a journal, nobody would ever look at a page of my journal unless I carefully curated it. Then that's when the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And so we are having this show, and when you tell your story to your friends, live authentically. Tell it, the good, bad, the indifferent, all of it, because it's you. And never be ashamed of anything, any moment that you've lived, any tear you've shed, any love that you love, because it all made you the person that you are. I've talked enough. I am ready to hear these stories today. We have Miss Amber. Amber was on the show before, and I truly enjoyed her story. She's just a beautiful young lady, and she has, I'm not even going to tell you how many children, because you will not believe it. So I'm just going to let Amber get into her story. And we have her sister, Adiah, and I'm not going to tell you how many children Adiah has, because you won't believe that either. And then we have Miss Cierra. And I'm done. So, tell me your story. Yes, you know I got to start with you, girl. You're the one that got everybody here today.
That's true.
So, tell me your story. Not about your children yet.
Okay.
Tell me your story. Because I know you did ballet when you were growing up, and you did a little this, a little that.
A little that.
Yes.
So my name is Amber Walker. I come to you from Detroit, Michigan. And I grew up with a summer sister.
Right.
And
A summer sister?
Because my sister would come in the summer. And I was the only child throughout the rest of the year until I was about 12. So I do have a younger sister. We're 12 years apart. And so, that's my...
You cannot. Can she just say
Those are
summer
my-
sister?
Those are
And not give me more details on the summer sister?
So my mother dated my Adiah's sister when...
No, not Adiah's sister.
I mean, I'm sorry, Adiah's father.
Because I'm like, this story is really good.
It's really getting interesting.
Really interesting.
Lord.
Okay.
Adiah's father.
Okay.
When she was in high school
Okay.
and in college.
Okay.
When her mother was in high school and college.
My mother.
Yes. I got that part.
My mother was in high school.
Your
and
mother
then
was in high school and college.
And then there was a separation. There's a lot of things that happened during that. And then they got back together. I think I was like 3 or 4. And
When did you
so
come in?
I am not my father's biological child, but he's the only father
Okay.
that I had in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, Adiah would come in the summer.
So you have another father. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's
we'll
okay.
Get there. We'll get there.
Mhm, I'm
But
listening.
Adiah would come
Uh-huh.
in the summer.
Oh.
She was my summer sister.
And how many years are you guys apart?
Just one.
1 year.
Just one.
Mhm.
That is awesome. I used
Yeah.
to want a sister so badly. Oh my God. And then just to have her for a short time is just enough. Just enough. Before the fight starts, the argument starts.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
didn't
never
have to deal
argued?
with that. Mm-mm.
What?
No.
Maybe
might
it's just
dis-
me, huh? Okay.
We might have disagreed, have different opinions
Uh-huh.
about things, but there's no reason to
Oh.
argue or fight about it. It would just be like, okay,
Wonderful.
well, that's what you think. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your
Yeah.
summer sister.
But
I see that
now-
as a short story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I now have her every day, which is amazing.
Very
yeah.
accessible.
So we
Okay.
both went to Western,
Okay.
and then
Did you guys plan that?
no,
No.
that's not where I started college.
Mm-mm.
But after I had my first child, then I was forced to come back home. And so I had to make a choice about where to live and what was going to happen with my life. And so Western made the best sense because my grandparents lived in Allegan, so I can have support here.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was not my first choice.
That was
It's
not your
what
first
I wanted
choice?
to do.
Oh, what did you want to do?
I went to Tennessee State University.
Okay, okay.
Which is a HBCU.
Yeah.
And
Had a
I
ball.
wanted to stay.
Was having a ball.
Yeah, came back
big
with
of
a
a ball.
came back with a treat.
You had a big ball. I'm gonna give you a little ball.
Found myself in deep like.
Okay.
I was not in love. And yeah,
Nice.
my 25-year-old daughter came from that. And,
Okay.
You know, now she has family in Florida and here.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So,
Wonderful.
yeah, Kalamazoo
Mm.
has been traumatizing for most of my life. Just because of the relationships, my first marriage, and getting out of that.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it was very abusive and climbing mentally out of the abuse that I didn't realize was abuse until it
Yeah.
got physical, and then I was
Oh,
like, oh, this
This
is a thing.
Okay.
And then having to restart and build community, right? And even trust my community to not judge,
Whoa.
because I didn't say anything. I don't think many people knew. They might have knew you're not happy-ish, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think that many people knew. And I don't think people know now,
Right.
how deep the abuse was. But I also have journals.
Oh my God, wonderful.
Um,
We were talking about journals and the importance of writing things down. And then when you write them down, you have a bit of separation from them. And if you go back and read them,
Yeah.
you can say, whoa,
Yes.
enlightenment, like your story, Cierra.
Yeah.
But that was so important
Yeah.
that you had those journals.
So there was a first marriage and a divorce and a long time in between of me growing and
Did you have children from that marriage?
yes,
Okay.
one.
Okay.
So by the time I was divorced, I had 2 children.
Okay.
So I became a single mom of 2 in a space I didn't want to be necessarily.
Okay.
With limited support. So family support. My mom was 3 hours away. My dad's down south, so there was no adults outside of my grandparents, but they were aging.
Yes, yes.
So I didn't have any adults.
Okay.
My adults were a year
Peers.
older than me. Yeah, my
Your
adults were
sister.
peers.
Okay, okay.
And so building a community, coming back, going to KVCC and meeting adults that also ushered me in and were like, okay, it's a baby. It's fine.
Oh,
You're amazing.
Caring adults.
Yeah,
Oh.
caring adults who
Yes.
allowed me to bring my baby to class when my grandmother was like, I can't watch
Not
her,
today.
or my grandfather was
Yes.
like, I'm not watching a baby because my grandma went out of town. He was like, I'll take you to school, but I don't know what you're going to do with that baby. I was like,
Oh, so this is what it's like.
I was
This
like,
is the
okay.
reality now.
Yep, and pushing that stroller and being like, so I got a baby and I gotta go to class. And having professors being okay with that. And even to this day, I have a professor that's like, I remember when your daughter was 6 months old and you brought her in that stroller and you took out your bags and your books and gave her a bottle and you sat in class. It was chemistry.
Ooh.
My face just really dropped. I tried to hold it up so you can see all the wrinkles, but it just dropped.
Yeah.
Chemistry.
I was in chemistry
Girl.
like, it's a baby. I got class. She'll be quiet.
My priorities. You were prioritizing from a young age.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Because I had direction,
Yes.
right? And I just
Where do you think
needed
you got that
support.
direction from?
Being determined to, well, first I was education
Yes.
was the only thing I knew and understood.
Was that stressed in the house?
There was no other thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Your
So-
parents were like, you gotta get, if nothing else, you're
my
gonna get educated.
parents, my
Yeah,
uncle, my
Yes.
aunts. These are the people who were in Detroit with me. I lived in the suburbs, so I went to a school where black excellence was a thing, and so I had black doctors and black dentists, and I knew black lawyers. Kalamazoo was a shock to me because it's not many black professionals at the time I came.
Yes,
I think
yes.
there was one dentist.
Yes, that was actually mine at the
Yeah.
time.
There was and a couple of doctors.
Okay.
And so
Has
I
it
was
changed
used
that
to-
much? Because I've only been here 2 years.
No dentist.
It's growing.
It's
But
growing.
It is
It's
growing.
growing.
Okay.
It is.
Especially
It's
in the medical
growing.
field.
In the
Yeah.
medical field, it is.
Good, good.
But at that time, when I came, I was like, I was kind of, and I went to a HBCU, right?
Yes,
So I was
yes.
kind of blinded by seeing people who looked like me and then
Yes.
coming to Kalamazoo and thinking it was going to be the same. I mean, I was 18, 19. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to just transfer over to my black doctor. And then it was like, oh, that's not a thing. And then having to navigate, because my mom was a teacher.
Oh,
I grew up middle class.
yes, yes.
And so as a 19-year-old single parent, I didn't know anything about food stamps, WIC.
Yes.
I didn't know those things.
Yes, yes.
So I was buying everything that I needed until my mom didn't know those things because she grew up on a farm. That's another thing. But, things came from the
Yes.
ground.
Right.
So navigating how to figure out, I was at school and I was like, oh man, money is tight. I need to get this formula. And one of my peers looked at me and was like, you don't have to buy those things. And I was like, what?
So were you just talking out loud? You were having a
I was
conversation
just having a
with someone.
conversation and just saying,
And
like,
they
I'm
say-
trying to
Yeah.
stretch my little financial aid and work study check.
Yes, yeah.
Right? And she was like, you can get help.
Oh, what a blessing.
It was a blessing because I ran to go get an application.
Yes.
Because otherwise, formula was $30. That was expensive. I swear it's like $40 now, $50 a can.
I think it's,
say yes.
it's probably more than that now. I don't see how people make it now.
And so,
Yes.
just being able to start to navigate a system that I didn't
Yes.
understand or know.
Yes.
Navigating having Medicaid at some point
Yes.
because I couldn't be on my mom's insurance anymore. And that was a different experience. So yeah, it was a culture shock for me on many levels.
All steps along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So these are your two children.
Yes.
Then you meet the love of your life. And
No.
Okay. Okay.
No,
We're
I'm just playing.
Okay.
It was a break. Like it was just a long break
Okay.
where I got, I finished up my bachelor's degree.
And what was your bachelor's in?
Biomedical sciences and chemistry.
Oh, do y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Two children. First, leaving an HBCU with one child, coming to Western, getting married, not such a good relationship, abusive relationship, no, but another child, continuing education, and then graduating with what was that? Because I got an English and drama theater degree, so that is like over here, you're over here. So what was it again?
Biomedical sciences and chemistry.
Biomedical sciences and chemistry.
Yes.
Sister girl bad. Sister, let me just say this. Girl, you bad. You bad. I'm going to come back to your story in a
Yes.
minute. Because, girl, I have to digest all of that.
You're funny.
I have to. I do. Is that not a lot public? Now, did you document this in the journals, your journey?
As
Are you
much as I
telling
could.
stories? Just
Yeah.
intermittent. Because I see a movie.
As I healed, I was able to tell my story, but
I need
during...
I need all of it.
Okay.
I need all of it because I see a play.
Mm.
I see a play. But hey, man, let me just see if I want to include some other plots. So,
Plot always thickens.
okay, Adiah, tell me
Yes,
your
ma'am.
story.
That is such a broad question.
Wherever you want to start.
Mm. Well,
Summer sister.
Summer sister. Okay. Okay. So I'm Adiah, and I actually grew up in Chicago. So hence how I was the summer sister and where I came from Chicago to Detroit in the summers to see my dad and inadvertently, of course, spend time with my sister. So that was how I'm the summer sister. For starters.
Now, do you have brothers and sisters?
Plenty. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So I grew up in Chicago with my mother and primarily with my stepdad and my siblings on that side of the family.
Okay.
So on that side of the family, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay.
But I'm in the middle. Well, ish. My oldest girl over there. And so, but I kind of felt like the only child because there's a great distance up and down. You know, there's like 8, 9 years above me, 8, 9 years at least below me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I did grow up mainly with my friends and cousins being like my siblings. And then, of course, when I went home to Detroit, I was able to have my sister, and I have older sisters and younger brothers on that side, too. So,
Okay.
yes, very interesting dynamics.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, but my upbringing, so she had the educational side, and I grew up with the parents being a part of corporate America and the military, a cross between the corporate America with my mom and the military with my stepdad.
Okay. What did your mom do?
She worked at Xerox Corporation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
in management, you know,
Okay.
for all the time I could remember. She was always
Yes.
in management, so... Yeah, I would ear hustle on some of her conference calls and things. I'm currently a businesswoman, so some of those things that I learned and heard her say, I kind of internalized and kind of build
So
on
that
those.
was your training area,
Yeah.
your training ground.
Mhm. I learned a lot. Actually, one day I'm gonna have to tell her how much I learned from
Oh,
ear
please
hustling.
do. Tell her. I think you should call her tonight.
I will.
I
I will
think
call her
she
tonight.
would so appreciate hearing that because you know, as a mother, we don't get to hear. As mothers, we don't hear from our children after all the well, maybe not you guys. With my son, battle. Oh my God. And so when he does say something, oh, Melts my
melts.
heart.
Yeah.
Oh, it melts your heart. But go ahead.
So,
Your dad was in the military?
my stepdad was in the military. He was in the Navy.
Okay.
My bio dad was in Vietnam, actually. So he was in the military as well.
And that's your dad?
Yes. But I would be with him in Detroit, and in our latter years, he did move down south. So as I got older, he traveled down south because who doesn't, I guess, nowadays? Weather's better as you get older. They don't like to be up here in the snow as much. So,
okay.
So, yeah. But, so being a semi-military brat, I would say, because we didn't move as often, but we did move a couple times. So I did get the experience of living on the base, and going to 3rd and 4th grade, in that area with other children parents were in the military. So it was a very small community. However, it was close to Great America. So y'all call it Six Flags, I think, in other areas, but we call it Great America, and I live really close to Great America, so I will always go to Great America. It was a thing.
Cool.
Especially being from Chicago. It was just a thing.
Yeah.
But to be that close was like, oh.
Whoa.
Always amusement, always entertainment, so that was fun. But so yeah, I don't know. I came to Kalamazoo because of Western Michigan, so I am a Bronco as well. Go Broncos. And I chose Kalamazoo actually just because of not as much knowledge of really going anywhere else. Okay. So my mother, my dad. Definitely education was just like it's a thing, it's a must. Like you don't even second guess it. I went to the 13th grade, like it was gonna happen. Well, my mother, she had to do a stop-start with college, so she didn't finish her degree until I was 16 years old because she worked.
But she did it.
She did. She really did. And by that time, she had 4 children at that time. So,
About some powerful women.
Yes, absolutely. Kudos to her.
Yes.
I admire that stick-to-itiveness that she had. Yes. But my choice to go to Western was because at the time I felt like I was halfway to my mother, halfway to my father. And it was my dad's alma mater as well, and I have older sisters that went to Western as well. So it was location-wise to accessibility to my parents, and that's what I thought about. Now, in these years, I'm like, dang, I wish I would have went to an HBCU. Like, that's where I was like, man, I feel like I missed out. But, at Western, we actually had our little mini HBCU, if you will, connection with one another when we spent time together. So it was very helpful to have that support there, because when you go to class you don't really see people like you. So, and my degree was in psychology. And so and I never moved back home to Chicago. My mother reminds me of that every now and again.
She was
God.
Like, but you go to
visit.
It's
I do
so
visit
close.
I visit often.
Yes.
But she'll be like, you're the child that left and never came back.
Oh, no.
But by the time I graduated from college, I too had a situationship of sorts that turned into a marriage. But I mean, I got married in my last year of college.
Wait. No, you can't just blow past that. I had a situationship. He's not in Michigan. My practice marriage.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to call it.
That's a good name.
Practice
yeah.
marriage.
Inadvertently, it became a practice marriage. I mean, I didn't intend for it to be that way.
Okay.
But we did have a child.
You met somebody.
Yes.
You fell in love.
Oh,
and
like
it's okay
deep like. I like that now. Deep
love.
like.
Love. It's okay to be in like.
Deep like. Add it in a journal.
Put that in my journal.
Deep like. Not deep sick. Deep like.
Yeah,
that's
no,
gonna
deep,
be the name
deep like. Yeah.
Deep. Okay.
But it produced great love because of our son. So we did have a son together.
Okay.
And he will be 24 this year.
Oh.
But I
25 and 24.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
So similar. Okay.
But I walked across the stage with a big belly, and 2 weeks later, he was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm here." So yeah. But I did graduate early, so that helped. So I didn't have to go do any more schooling after I had my baby. So that's a little different twist to it. But nonetheless, it was an experience being 21 years of age, being married, having a baby. So my adult journey started off as a parent and a wife. So very difficult.
So what do you think about
navigate.
that? Getting married early, early in life. Ooh, the face tells it all.
I mean, I definitely don't recommend it.
Yes,
You know, I
yes.
tell people just focus and don't worry about that you don't have something right now. It's okay. Like, because I didn't really get the opportunity to get to know me as an adult.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
I had
okay.
to navigate things already going through college, and coming on the other side of college, I was already responsible for being a wife and being a mother and
Yes,
having to
yes.
navigate those spaces. It was totally foreign, of course.
Yeah.
And then again, I was in Michigan, which meant that I wasn't with my mother, who was my nurturer in a sense, you know, to be able to, I mean, I could call her, but
Right,
there
but
was
it's not
also
the
that
same.
sense of, you know, I felt like what do you say, disappointed her in a sense, right? Because that's not what I was there for. And that's what I tell my kids. That's not what you're there for. Let's focus. Come on. There's plenty. What she taught me, and I have passed these words down to my children. I actually just said it yesterday to my 16-year-old is you have 18 years to be a kid. You have the rest of your life to be an adult. And that stuck with me. And, you know, sometimes we get older and we are so anxious to want to have the freedom and the independence. And, you know, and I was telling my son yesterday, I said, you know, some people live to be 100, you know, plus.
Yeah.
So look at all those years that you have to be in your adult life.
Yes.
Let's, because he's taking driver's training now. And it was like, but so-and-so's kid got to take it when they were 14. I said, but just pause. Like, it's okay. Because once you get driving, like, bro, ain't no going back, because I need you to do this and this and that.
Right. Once you start jumping,
I already got a whole agenda for you, and you ain't even got done with day one. So, you know, so yes, that marriage only lasted a short time.
Okay.
There was a shorter break than her break, but I had a shorter break, but I got right back up, you know, with some support of my church, which was a huge factor in my stability at the time and being able to move forward. And I had some counseling as well at that time. But now I have my husband, who we've been married for 19 years, and I tell him, I don't even remember not being married to you. So, like, I don't even know. I said, that it was all a dream. Like, I was like, I was married before? Like, what? Kidding me? So, yeah, you can't even pay me to remember those some of them days. Some of them days is a blur. But
Awesome. Well, I'm going to get
But-
to Cierra's story, and then we're going to come back and come back to, we're going to blend all these stories. That is so awesome. Because you're married now, too.
Yes, for 14 years.
Awesome. Cierra, your story.
All right, so where do I begin? Let's see. I'm actually a Kalamazoo native, and I was born to a young couple. My mom, she was 18 when she got married, or maybe she was 18 or 19, and my father was in his early 20s. So that, I guess, is her practice marriage. That's one of the words of the day.
Okay.
And in that, I became the oldest daughter. At that time, there was my sister. She is about 13 months younger than myself, so we grew up really close-knit. And then sometime later, I had a brother born, so very close family. After some time, like I said, my mom and dad, they didn't stay together. So that really kind of like shaped me at a young age. Around the teenage years is when they, decided to call it quits. And that was like a very vulnerable time in my life. My father, he has sickle cell. So he wasn't able to work. So all of the labor, all of the everything was on my mother. And then when they split, that home support, so outside of all of the financial care, went, and then the resources became even tighter because now mom is working hard. My siblings and I are like left throughout the day unattended, and I mean, during that time, the word that comes to mind is just survival. So it wasn't, very like heavily influenced when it came to education. Like there wasn't, my mom of course wanted me to do well, and being that she was married at a young age, my father and her, they didn't complete their high school education. So it education wasn't just like a primary focus. It was just about survival and taking care of what we have in the moment. I remember being maybe I was like a sophomore at Kalamazoo Central, and there's just a bunch of chatter about the promise and we get to go to college.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just sitting in class and I'm like, I didn't even, like, I wanted to, but I never really fully considered it. Like it was never something that I really took into consideration for myself.
Oh.
So when it came to, different requirements like grades and GPA, like I wasn't there. I didn't even think about it. And inadvertently, I kind of started to move in that same direction.
None
sorry.
of your teachers would say, you can Kalamazoo promise. Let's get it together. Would any of your teachers ever talk to you like that?
There was one teacher I had, my art teacher. I was a really great art student, and he would talk to me about art schools and my possibilities there. But it was nice to hear.
But it's not like it's coming from the main person.
It wasn't coming from the main person.
Yeah.
Mr. Vogue, he was a great teacher, but unfortunately, he wasn't somebody that I could relate to outside of art. So it just, was like, oh, that's nice of you. Yeah.
Okay. So what happened?
So I graduate. Somehow I graduate, and then I move out, and I move in with my boyfriend because that's what the women in our families did.
You was fast.
I was fast.
I moved in with my boyfriend. Okay. Graduating high school. Okay.
Graduating high school, and you gotta listen to this because now I'm saying it, and I'm just like, wow, that story was really playing out. So then my boyfriend is supposed to be going to school and looking for a job, and I'm working, and I'm the only one in my household that is paying the bills. Can you see this little domino effect?
Wow.
Right.
Repeating that.
Right.
So what was he doing?
What was he doing? Just look, you should be authentic. He was doing everything but helping me pay the bills. He was eating up the food. He wasn't cleaning. He was smoking weed, hanging out with the friends. He had a nerve to even move his friend into our apartment, sleeping on our couch. I think that's when I had enough.
Good.
I don't know if it was good because then I went and found me a new boyfriend.
Ooh, girl. You was real fast.
I was deep in the trenches, okay?
No, you were just living life.
I was just trying to. I didn't even. I was just going day to day. I was still in survival mode.
Yeah.
I became pregnant.
Okay.
And I was working. I was taking care of my baby. I knew how to navigate the resources, and I actually started going to school. I started attending some classes when I was pregnant.
Where?
At Kalamazoo Valley.
All the resources Kalamazoo has,
So
guys, out
Kalamazoo
there.
has some great resources.
Wonderful resources.
So I started to tap into that, and
Now, were you
again,
using the promise?
I was using the promise.
Look at here. Okay, very good.
I was using the promise. I was working. There was a lot of start and stops to college because, again, as a young mother, it's kind of difficult. And then I found my passion all along with beauty. So I was doing makeup, and then I ended up going to beauty school, and I started doing hair and just started, really, building my dreams as far as entrepreneurship, beauty was concerned. That's like my thing. And again, I'm still kind of in survival mode. So I found myself some years later in deep like.
The theme of the
deep
day.
like.
Yeah, deep like swept over me too.
Yeah.
And out of this deep like, a few things grew. There was a lot of trauma and hurt and pain, because now at this time in my life, I'm realizing all of the things that have been playing in the background all along coming to the forefront out of this deep like. And then also I became pregnant. Okay. So really I just, and let me go back a little bit. When I was about 5 years old, I remember just being outside and the light being on me. And I almost felt like the light was coming from within me, like outward. And I felt so special, so shiny, so sparkly. And I just always knew that I was just a very special being. Like there was just something great in my life, like that I needed to get to.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. So everybody has that moment when you just feel like,
I am regal.
Ooh,
yes.
I like this body.
Yes.
There's something, ooh.
So that was 5 years old when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So at age 26, being pregnant again for the second time, being unwedded, because, those are the things that society tells you need to be, not having certain milestones met. I just really felt disappointed in myself. And it started to take a toll on my mental health, where that was the most important thing for me. Because it was like, I just didn't know where to pick myself up, where to even find myself. And so I went to counseling, and I just started doing the healing work. And, I had a wonderful therapist who, it took me by surprise the day I realized she believed in me, in my aspirations and my dreams. And she was, very, very encouraging. Just pushing me towards that and helping me to navigate even more resources, and just seeing that light come, she just helped nurture that.
And to have dreams. I've met many people who don't even have dreams.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Who don't even have not taken the time to say, or have the courage to say, this is something I want for myself. Mm-hmm. There are lots of people like that, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I know. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
So I started to do the work, and just really at this time, this is when I started writing in my journals very heavily at the time, and just praying and manifesting the things that I desired for myself, and to like go after it. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, what amazing stuff. So you journal, do you journal?
As you guys were talking about journaling, I remember a time when I did journal, but however, it was breached. And at that point, I decided I wasn't journaling anymore ever, because someone's going to just look at my stuff and interpret it in their own minds. And I stopped from that point on. So I was in my young 20s. But I do encourage it. I tell people all the time, especially my oldest daughter, like, you should write that down, journal. Yeah. So I encourage it, but I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah, that was, my face dropped again. But because that's, my mother told my brother, because my mother got me my first journal, right? It was a 5-year journal. It was a little cheap 5-year journals. I still have it. Yeah. But, and my brother wanted to read it. And we were like struggling over. My mother said, no. I don't even read her journal. You cannot. So when I've had other, relationships, I'm like, no. Yeah. I have to kill you. I didn't really say that nobody died.
That's right.
But
No people were harmed
And
during that journal or scene.
so I have these amazingly beautiful women on my show because we're talking about the work that they have done with their children. Now they have done some incredible inner work, have become such strong women, and they have raised some strong, remarkable young adults and becoming budding young adults. So I know we started off with 2 children.
Yes,
And now you have 5
I
children.
do.
And let's tell that, this, we only have 20 minutes to go.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm like, oh, because I'm going to have to do part 2. But, no, guys, look for the play. Look for the play because I just see.
The play is called Deep Like.
Deep Light.
I was rooting for a Summer Sisters.
But that's going to be a section of it.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a section of it. But I'm going to have to make it deeper. So I know you guys did not have drama. Oh, but there's going to be some drama.
Oh no!
Oh no,
There's
there's plenty of drama.
There's drama in there.
You guys just on top. You said, we're going to keep it clean. We're going to keep it on this level. Okay, we're not going to tell you everything. Okay, but you can continue. I got to get to the part about the lessons and the way you've raised your children. Because I want, not because your stories are incredible. I don't know if you know, but your stories are just incredible. I love
Thank you.
hearing it. And everybody can benefit from your story. We got to go deep. So tell me, how did you get those other 3 children? And what, I know you have an amazing husband now. What are you teaching? How did you get them from, what's your story? Go
Okay.
ahead.
I got into my master's program to become
What?
a therapist.
Okay, go ahead.
During that time, I had done a lot of therapy, a lot of inner work, had done like some prayer and just asked, God, that who is for me, that you bring that person forth. And a childhood friend from 2nd grade, 2nd through 5th grade that we had puppy love, showed up, and he was like, are you ready for me? Pretty much is, and I was like, okay, like literally this is how this went. And so then we got married before we dated, before we did anything.
Wow.
That's so sweet.
It's interesting.
Something.
Nobody knew because I
Yeah.
had taken them through so much with my first marriage. I felt guilty
Yes.
that I fell in love again. I felt guilty. And
You felt guilty
because-
that you fell in love again. Okay.
And because he wasn't necessary, he didn't present the
Yes.
way that I knew him as a person.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So like we had deep conversations. I understood him,
Yes.
but
Okay.
From
Okay.
his-
Summer
At least
sister.
she
Okay. Summer sister.
I will tell you, in that 14 years,
Yes.
like he has
Evolved.
evolved
Absolutely.
Yes.
into this person that I always saw him.
Oh, tell it, girl.
Yes.
Tell it.
Right, and it was
I can see that.
it was access and somebody to say, "I see you." Okay,
Yes.
and I know that sound. Please do not go out and find a project.
No, don't go find a project.
He wasn't a project.
Yes. You said the magic word. We had conversations.
Yeah.
We had deep conversations. I knew him. You had already done the preliminary work
Yeah.
by working on yourself.
Yes.
So you were ready for somebody that you could love. And see, for me, love is the will to extend oneself for the growth of another. So
Yeah.
you were ready to love him in that way.
Yeah.
And because he saw that, he was willing and able to do the work. Oh, is that a love
That
story?
is
or
so
what?
sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
he,
go ahead.
He was able to get his associate's degree. his bachelor's degree, his master's degree, and now he's an educator, which was always the thing that I could see. And so from this growth in love, we have 3 beautiful children. What is going on? Are you okay? I said, are you okay?
Twinkle in your eye. Choked up.
And it's been 14 years of us being together. So yeah, we have 5 babies. I still call them babies, but yeah.
They'll always be your babies.
They'll always be my babies.
Yes. What ages?
They are 25, 23, 13, 11, and 6.
I gotta do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now you got to tell me your progression. Okay.
Okay, so
there's so much still inside. Have you done and you got a degree in psychology. Have you done your inner work?
Ooh. Constantly.
Constantly.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, but it's all over your face.
Oh, it's I used to get in trouble for that.
Okay.
It's just
my face.
Okay.
No, so I had my first son.
Yes.
And then there was a gap in time. However, my now husband was a friend in college.
Okay.
And so he has a totally different story that I'm going to say is his truth. It's something, but it's another piece of the story, I guess. But mine was like, hey, I'm available. So let's do this. Like, why not?
There are several steps that are missing.
Yeah.
Were you in class? Were you walking on the grounds? Were you at a party?
No, but growing with him in college and seeing
Oh, so you guys became friends.
We were friends in college. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay.
And oddly enough, he's also from Chicago, but I met him in college at Western.
Were you guys dating?
No,
just friends.
We were just friends.
Okay, you were dating somebody else?
No, yeah, at a point.
Okay.
The deep light came along.
Deep light. Okay.
That's right. But but I became available, and I was free and clear from the last situation, and so therefore, it was like I knew, and I also learned that he already knew, and he would call me his future. So, it was really a no-brainer that we knew we'd be together. So it was just logistics at that point. And he actually lived in Indiana, and so you could call it a dating period, but not really, because it was like for both of us, it was no one else. But
nice.
I bought a house, and I was already established with my son and my career at the time, and so he decided to move from Indiana to Kalamazoo, and then we got married, and we also produced 3 children. However, on the second one, the year of the second one, I became aware of a need in my family for my younger cousin, whose father had passed, and my grandmother was raising her, and my grandmother at the time was in her 70s maybe. And I'm just like, no, you need not raise not another child.
Yeah.
So we're going to figure this out. And I consulted with my husband. He was like, okay. And so we went to Chicago and obtained a guardianship over my cousin. So she's my bonus baby. She's our bonus baby. And consequently, the oldest now. So my oldest son became, it was not well received as much because she was older.
Yeah, and he's used to being the oldest, and he's used to being the first, and
right.
I'm the special.
Oh, it was a moment that lasted for years. But so now she is 26.
Okay.
My son will be 24 this year. Then I have an almost 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 12-year-old. Yes.
Wonderful. You guys have young children too. So how old are yours?
I have 2 boys.
Okay.
One is 15 years old, He's like a little man. He has stuff on his face.
Oh, the
I know. And when he talks, people say, "Who is that?"
right.
Because
He's got a
his
deep
voice
voice.
is like, yeah. Only when he talks to other people. When he's talking to me, it's like, "Mom, can you bake me some chips?" He's still my baby. And then I have a 8-year-old, and he is just a bundle of joy, just rambunctious, very intelligent. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
we have 10 minutes.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my God. Wha- I have so enjoyed these stories. Okay. You guys have a wealth of experience and knowledge and wisdom about raising children. What would you say have been some of the high points of raising your children? I know you were telling me about your daughter.
I am so proud of all of my children.
Yes.
My oldest graduated from the Bronson Medical Assistant Program, and she's continuing to pursue her bachelor's degree. She wants to be a physician assistant, and so, you know, we're cheering her on through all of those things as she's working and going to school and trying to be a 25-year-old in the world,
yeah.
right? My second oldest, she is a Howard grad. She graduated early to save mama's pockets. Thank you. She is currently, she majored in supply chain management, and she is currently an employee at Johns Hopkins University in procurement, whatever that means. I think it's amazing. So
Buying things, helping them buy stuff.
she helps them buy medical supplies and things like that.
Yes.
My 13-year-old is, you know, starting to get the voice changed too.
Oh,
and
God.
he got some fuzz, so we're proud of that. But he is an amazing human being, and he makes good friends, and he, you know, all the pressures of social media and the things that he can get into, he chooses not to. Right? He makes great choices. Even when he doesn't make great choices, he can apologize, which I think is amazing for a 13-year-old to be able to say, "Hey, I didn't do a great thing," and
Oh, my face, get it up.
yeah.
Okay.
And I apologize for that.
It's huge.
That's
Yeah.
one of the things it says here.
Yeah.
Okay.
My 11-year-old, he is the professor. He is very deep. He likes to play the trumpet. He likes to he has deep things to say to people. Like, he's very emotionally intelligent.
Yes.
And he asks great questions of adults
Yes, he does.
because he wants to know, why did you choose to do that?
Oh, my God. Look, I want you guys. I got something, another project.
Oh, Lord.
I want to have an intergenerational conversation where you bring your children and we just talk. We
That
just
would be
that would be
the
very
art of
interesting.
conversation
Yeah,
is
Lord.
so important. But we just talk for a couple of hours. We have
Yeah.
some snacks.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I think
that'd be great.
fun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would love to hear their perspective on stuff. I might have to record it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on camera,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, let's
Yeah.
work this out. The world needs to hear that because, the world can have different opinions about people who look like us.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say it. The world can have different, in fact, the leaders of the world have different opinions about us. But baby, we here.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
That's right.
Get used to it. Hey, we ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
Okay.
And
Yes.
then finally is my bubble of joy. She is an amazing 6-year-old who comes in the room and lights up the room, and
Bright.
she is very much,
Oh, God.
this is who I am.
Yes.
And you're gonna accept me. That's her. Yeah.
I cannot wait to meet these children. I will let you know.
Yeah.
It's got to be before the end of the year.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
It's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Girl, stop.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I would say parenting them
Yes.
has been like the greatest joy, knowing like where I came from and the fact that they could have been different and they're not. Right? Like it was trauma in my house, lots, especially for, my older two children. They had to deal with a lot. They had to see a lot. Yes. They had an 18-year-old mama and a 22-year-old mama. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was also growing up.
Yes.
And so knowing that in spite of,
yes,
they were able to persevere and not that there's anything wrong, but they don't have kids. They're able to sustain like healthy relationships. And they have their own journey, and I'm just happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy they chose me as a vessel so I can see it, because
oh my God, girl,
they have purpose.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yes,
They have purpose,
and they saw
in the
your
world.
struggle.
They did.
And a lot of times when children see, dang God, my mother go through this, but look where she got.
Yeah.
Look what she did. They're learning.
Yeah.
They learned from that.
My daughters do say, like,
yes,
I look back and because they've been 18 now, right?
Yes.
And they've both been 22. Yeah. And they look back and they say, there is no way. Like, I don't understand how you did it.
Oh, how
and I'm
beautiful is that?
I was like, I didn't know any other choice. I don't think you guys understand that I didn't know any other thing but to go to school.
But to be successful.
Successful.
My story is so similar.
Right? I was
so similar.
So
we didn't know anything else. We knew
Yep.
that the devil was at our door. The devil was at the door, so we had to go.
He was in
we
the house
had to
eating. I was about to say something.
I was serving. No,
okay, yeah. I was about to say I was cooking and cleaning.
Okay.
For energy.
Yes.
Right? I'm not even saying that the person
yes.
was this, but there was an energy, right, that had taken over the individual, and in turn, it was entered into me.
Yes, it
right?
can happen. But then that light kept pushing that
kept
energy
pushing.
out. It kept saying, this is not who you are.
Until one day I was like, how did I get here?
Ooh.
And I was like, okay. I mean, I remember packing my truck and going to my grandmother's house, and I was like, so
let me in, open up and let me in.
I need to live here again.
Yes. Girl, I don't want to stop, but we got 3 minutes.
I need to live here again. It's crazy. I love that.
I need to live here again.
Like, I need to, like, that's, I don't know, that just really spoke to me. Like, I need to come back.
Can we do a part 2?
Sure. For you, sure.
Yeah.
Girl, okay, tell me a little bit, because I got to get back to, the lessons. Go ahead.
Well, for me, I have a very, very deep root and foundation in my spiritual walk. So that I instill in all 5 of my children. And I hear stories now, you made me go to church. Yes, I did. And did, as they say nowadays. And because that, for me, helped me to feel purposeful, have a sense of, direction. And I just know, and I still know, that their future should be different because of their foundation, and the foundation that I did not have. And so that is
so huge.
Mm-hmm.
That you're looking at their future.
Absolutely.
They're looking at right now. And to me, that's the role of a good parent.
Yeah.
I can't deal with you where you are right now. I'm dealing with you in preparation for you 20 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you this foundation, whether you like it or not.
That's right. Yeah. So it has definitely been a journey parenting them, and I've had lots of conversations with my 26 and my 24-year-old, almost 24-year-old, because they see a different mom from them than they do to the little three, is what I call them, the little three.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them all the time, if I was the same mom to them, then that means I didn't grow.
Ooh.
And you don't want that to be the same for them.
Yeah.
So, I apologize for having instilled the trauma that I did into their lives, unbeknownst to me, because
Right.
I was also in survival mode.
Indeed.
I also was trying to learn and navigate, the world and also raise them. So, it was really like trying to do something better myself as a parent. And I prayed constantly for wisdom, to be a better parent, to be a better wife, to grow. And I believe that started to manifest over time. And I still am. And I tell them, life is about growth. You'll never stop growing. My 26-year-old is in the banking industry. She started college. She's kind of dibble-dabbled and taking classes here and there. And I just continue to encourage her that she's on her own timeline, because there's a lot of comparison. Well, so-and-so already graduated, or so-and-so this. I said, well, so-and-so also got a baby. And you don't have that.
Okay.
You don't have that responsibility. You're single. Your money can go to what you need it to go to. She has her own place. She has her car, insurance, all the things, that she's not recognizing is actually a good thing and growth as a functioning adult in today's society. My 23 and a half or almost 24-year-old, he's still navigating spaces himself, but he has he's self-taught as a keyboardist, an organist, a drummer, and now he's also taught himself how to do audio-visual work. He is very, very grounded in his beliefs and spiritual journey. Yes. So he is very strong-willed as far as knowing the Bible, and so my guidance to him is about application of the word, and making sure he understands how to relate that to, everyday life. But very, very sharp, very smart. He also started going to school, but he just was really trying to get away from mama. He was trying to get away from home, and he had all the wrong, and in all honesty, wrong reasons for why he went and where he went. Mm-hmm. But now he's sitting back and he's actually seeing himself in a different light, and he actually has more confidence in himself. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Mama, I still got time to use the promise. I think I might want to go back to school. So, I encourage that as well. And my 17-year-old is now a freshman at Grand Valley State.
Great.
Studying finance, and he is the closest one like me in a sense. He's very nurturing. He's a middle child, so he's like seemingly have it together, but he listened a lot and he applied, and so his journey is just going to be a little different from everyone else's. But he's in an honors college, and he's just really learning things and liking to learn.
Yes,
more.
Awesome.
My 16-year-old, like I said, just started driver's training, so that's a big deal. But he's a junior, and now he's like, well, I'm the oldest in the house now. First it was, I need to grow taller. He's gotten tall. He's almost 6 foot now. But yes, and so, but very smart young man, very athletic. Yeah. And I just keep trying to encourage, and my husband as well, encourage them to just keep. For him, it's having to like socialize a little bit more, come a little bit out your shell. Like, it's okay to talk with the guy and the girl, like as far as learning how to talk to people in general, other than just being in front of the video game.
That's why we're going to have this conversation.
Right. And then my baby girl, my Z baby, is she is my inner voice that I would like keep inside, because like, you don't talk like that, She's just like, hey, you but she's definitely more outgoing, especially in comfortable spaces, and she's actually part of this program called the Merced State Explorers. Yeah. Well, they're restarting, but she's learning videography, photography, editing. She loves to edit, so she's a creative, like her dad, in the family, but definitely loving to see their growth. And she's almost my height as well, so that's a whole nother, that's like crazy. And it's like all legs, but
Whoa, that is awesome. We have time. We have a little time for your story, and then we're going to wrap it up, and then we'll plan for part two. Part two, guys. Part two. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Right now, my son, the oldest, he's in high school, and Adiah, just like, did I say that right?
You did.
Okay. Just like you were saying, right now I'm kind of in this struggle with him because the mother that he's seen at 19 and 20 is not the same mother that my son gets, and I have to continuously and I don't feel bad to apologize. Hey, baby, I'm so sorry that I couldn't be that for you. And now, because I was able to evolve, I can be a better mother for you right now. Right now. And I'm always trying to encourage him, that he has support. I think sometimes we parent as the parent we didn't get to have. And so I'm always, constantly letting him know, you have my support. You can do anything. You can do anything. You are powerful. And, you keep all of the things that, you want to do. Keep your grades good. Be respectful. Stay prayed up. You can have anything. You can go anywhere. And the feedback that I get from him is that he's so respectful. And I'm like, right. My son?
Outside of these walls. Phenomenal.
And so, I just see that spilling over. And another thing that I'm teaching him is that, don't be afraid to always uphold the right thing. And don't be afraid to be seen. It's okay to have to go back and, say I'm sorry or, be different, be a leader, be peculiar. It's okay to do that, and it's okay to be seen.
Yes.
Even if you make mistakes, you're okay.
Get out there, try it.
Get out
Follow
there.
your curiosity. Don't worry about... Ladies, I cannot thank you enough. I knew this was going to be a special show. We're going to have part 2, guys. So just stay tuned, because they've got some wisdom to impart, especially to our young girls and our young men today. I got big plans. That's all I can say. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, all three of you.
Thank you for
beautiful young
having me.
ladies. For sharing. Your spirits are just so giving, so warm. I can understand why you have these amazing children. Until next time, remember, all stories matter. Listen to somebody's story, and don't be afraid to share yours. I'm Marvinetta Penn. Till next time, be well.